Now shut up. The show's starting. Hey, everybody! How you doing? It's me, the Boogie Woman from you-know-where. We have a fun show lined up today. Oh, my gosh. We're going to get all spiritual. We haven't done this since Sloan was on. You know, we have one of my very, very special guests and a longtime friend. I think we've been friends for like almost 13, 14, 15 years. But you're going to meet him. He's absolutely adorable. AdryiusLeo. He's a master tarot card reader. He also is really, really into astrology. And you know what? Without further ado, we're going to bring him on. Please welcome my friend, AdryiusLeo.
Hey, how you doing, Esther? It's always good to see you. By the way, 17 years. I did the math.
We've known each other 17 years?
Yep. I remember when it was that photo shoot that we did.
Right.
Naked in gold.
Oh, yes, that's right. And that was a picture I was looking for. There was this picture and I had it and I forgot to put it up and I can't find it right now.
I think I have it. It's on my Facebook, though.
Yeah, I know, but then I would have to switch it and turn it and save it and bring it in, and I'd probably lose you at the same time.
Oh, that's fine. It was a classic picture. We can describe it. Like you had your hand on my crack pulling my golden G-string.
I did, and I'm like, right in my face.
And I was like,
I know, and I'm holding like a. I'm gonna find that. I know it's here. I know it's here. Oh, look at everybody there. Hey, naked and laughing, and Trisha Delacia. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Delicia.
Can you see the comment?
I can't see the names, but the way you say it, I'm just kind of phonetically kind of just adjust you. Since I am very forging.
They always, you know, what happens is people pop in. So every now and then I'll like go naked and laughing.
Hey.
Oh my God, they start popping in. Let's see, Ziegfeld. Good afternoon, Carrie from Michigan.
Hey, Carrie.
Let's see, who's this right here? Trisha. Oh, there it is. Trisha.
Delicia.
Delicia.
I like Delicia because the Delicia sounds like, ooh. It's like you're not going to use that word unless you mean it. Ooh, this ice cream is the Delicia.
Delicious.
Like it makes you tingle in areas you don't want to talk about in public.
It does. So this handsome man. I'm so excited because now you were a model, still are a model. I mean, you still do modeling, right?
Yeah, part-time. Depends on the amount of money or if the product's worthy. Or if the photographer's amazing.
But you and I met on it was a photo shoot. Actually, it was a tribute to Studio 54. And they hired me to be Disco Sally, the old Jew lady who used to pick up young boys and give them cocaine. And
yeah, I love me a good Disco Sally. I have one at my bar, and they're the best.
And I remember that's how we met. And I just remembered meeting you the first time. You hardly had any clothes on, and you were completely naked almost. It was just,
oh yeah.
It made an old woman moist. It made the Dead Sea come alive.
Well, you know, I was the golden child in that one. Yes, remember, covered in gold, and it took me months to take that gold off. Oh, like I would be all gold in my underparts too, because you know, imagine me taking my pants off to some kind of stranger. Like it's the beautifulest, most golden
thing ever. It's driving me nuts now because I have to find the picture. I'm going to find the picture while we're on. Okay, so a lot of people are tuning in because I said, you know, you are a master tarot card reader and astrologer. So okay, before I get into how you got there, explain to me which one you're more astute at. Is it the tarot or the astrology, or are you the same as both?
It is the tarot is actually what I'm more attuned to. I do practice astrology. The thing with yes, Mr. Miller. Now you know. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
I sound smart. Well, I started like I came from Yale. I started as a child, and I was playing cards, and I used playing cards for many years. And then after that, I got into astrology because I was just like, what? I don't know if that's me because I am an Aquarius with a Leo and a Taurus. But at the time, I didn't know there was rising and moon. I just thought it was sun. I'm like, I don't affiliate to Aquarius. The only thing I do affiliate to Aquarius is that I'm odd and I don't listen to people, even myself.
Uh-huh.
But then I got further into it and I got it. And then I understood it. But tarot, since I was a kid.
Really? Now, okay, so you know, there's people like yourself.
Yeah.
Who did you always know that you had this special gift? Did you just did you you know, I've been watching Manifest. I don't know if you've seen that television show where they all supposedly died in a plane crash and they all came back and they keep getting call-ins and they hear words and things inside their heads.
So that's what it's about.
Huh?
That's what it's about?
You haven't seen Manifest?
No, I thought it was just about how to manifest things in your life. I'm like, I don't need to be hearing anything right now about it. I'm doing some self-help on my own. I'll deal with it later.
Oh, no. Manifest it's this incredible show. It was on NBC. They canceled it, but they're in 3 seasons. So we're waiting I think Netflix or somebody might pick it up. But anyway, it's about these people on a plane that was leaving Jamaica to come back. It supposedly crashed. It disappeared for 5 years. And then they presumed everybody was dead. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, 5 years later, this plane lands at LaGuardia. And the people
place is LaGuardia.
I know. Couldn't have been something famous. It was fucking LaGuardia.
They wouldn't even dare to look. They'll be like, LAX, the plane hasn't arrived. John F. Kennedy, they play at LaGuardia.
A LaGuardia.
What?
I know. But anyway, they get callings, and these people are like thinking that they're crazy. But the reason why I bring that up is because when you were a little boy, did you like have these things that spoke to you? Did you have callings? Like I'm using the term callings because that's the manifest. But did you have voices in your head?
I created my own voices in my head as a kid because I'm just this playful child. But yes, I did have a huge sensory perception on life. I would see things that the normal person wouldn't see. And I assumed they were normal people or it was just something normal because that was my world. I didn't understand it. I'll give you an example. Like I always saw this woman. And it was never her, like it wasn't always her, but I knew by her energy that it was her.
Right. But I mean,
but she would come in different things, like an animal or like a bird or a woman. She would appear to me as like through a human or little things that I would know. I was able to get things off of people. Like if someone was upset, but they had that fake, I'm about to lose it smile, trying to cover things up. Like, good. I just knew like, hey, I would just say a name or just say an example. Hey, your brother's going to be okay. He wasn't dead, but like, for example, even if someone was alive, I would just be like, hey, they're going to be okay. I just got this. I didn't understand why.
Right. So it was sort of like, and it wasn't with cards. This was sort of like, somebody said, at least it wasn't Newark.
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia. Okay. So you had this woman. Okay, but you didn't have cards. How did you? The whole thing I want to get into is and then there's one of my psychic friends, Debbie Tatel. There she is.
Hey, Debbie.
She says hello, Adyr. But I mean, so I'm trying to figure out how. So you had like a psychic medium. You have the woman in your head. How did this get connected to the tarot cards? Were you playing Old Maid Canasta one morning or something?
Well, Uno, actually.
Really? Get out of here. You're making that up.
Knew when people were bluffing. I knew what was behind their cards. Not kind of knew. I didn't see it, or I just got like, someone would shuffle and we'd play and I'm like, okay, I would get a weird like vibe or I get something and I'm like, this is odd. Or when I would play like poker with somebody, I was good at poker because of that too, because I just had a sensory perception. I was just like, okay. So
you're coming to Vegas soon. We're gonna go play poker.
I'll play your money because it's not mine. I won't get scared. But yeah, I would get things off of people, or I just knew what the numbers in the playing cards meant.
Right.
Like I know what the 2 of spades is. Right. I just knew I didn't know the definition of it or the meaning behind it, but I knew what it was.
Right. So okay. But before then, do you still get like the psychic stuff? Like, do you like you work at, okay, can I say where you work?
Yeah.
When you're not doing this?
Yeah.
You work at Pump.
Yeah.
Miss Vanderpump, Mr. Did I say that right? Miss Vanderpump's Pump restaurant, correct?
Vanderpump, yeah. Lisa Vanderpump's.
Okay, good. Now I find this interesting because you get to see these different people that come in. You're in West Hollywood, which is, you know, land of the crazies and pretty. But at the same time, have you ever had anybody come up and you were making them a cocktail and all of a sudden you got a voice in your head? Or do you tune out?
I turn it off, but then I use it to make I know what kind of cocktail they're gonna want.
Get out of here.
All right. That's it? I'm done then?
No. I'm just like,
I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. You know, a bit. Okay, look what I just found.
Oh my God! Look at that one.
There you are in the gold.
The golden boy. Look
there
how
you are, right there in the gold. That's the idea. This is the day we met 17 years ago. Is that true? Okay. That's why I was looking up like this, because I'm sitting there trying to download the damn picture and talk to you at the same time. Pay attention to what you're saying and not look like I wasn't paying attention, but I had.
You did a great job at it because I don't even know you were doing it.
Good.
You were looking at me, and you know how upset I am now that you didn't give me the attention I wanted.
I did. I can multitask.
Okay, good.
I can hold a vibrator, drink a cocktail, and cruise at the same time.
Oh my God! And then get a neck massage.
That's true. Oh my God. I love that. So everybody that's tuning in, if you've got questions for Adyr that you'd like me to ask him, just put the questions down, and I will answer them or present them to him. Let's see, what is this? So we can no, I'm not going to get in politics, Paul Barasi. You know, there's always somebody who wants to bring politics. We're not going to get into politics.
You know what though? I would get during election season, I would always have people come in and read, who's gonna get it, who's gonna lose. I would never tell them. I'm like, you know what, swipe left, I'm done with you. I can't.
Right. Okay, Bobby Basha. Now she's a new fan. She's a private investigator in Texas, and she is a new fan. And she was asking, what is the most interesting reading you've ever had?
Okay, here's when I read, I do not like to tell people's futures, because the only reason why.
Well, then this is over, because I really wanted to know what the fuck was going to happen to me after this show.
Oh, well, eventually we will all die. How is that, darling? In one way or another. But I don't tell people their future or anything that's like if there's a breakup or if someone's going to get married, because there is free will, and free will is always a bitch. Right. It'll mess with you. So if I would tell something for somebody, that would leave the option for the energies to change, so somebody can change their thing, their path, whatever they're determined to do. So yeah, and a lot of people expect to know the future. I hear that, Debbie. They do want to know. However, I did have a reading once with a girl, and I don't like to talk about people and their readings and anything, but this is somebody like, I'll just call her Jane Doe. I had a Jane Doe I was reading once.
Right.
And she wanted to know, I wanted a love reading and wanted to talk about her relationship. I was like, all right, fine. Bang, 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 bang. I got this spread. Now, mind you, sometimes when I get these spreads, the pictures or how everything is placed and what I do is there, but then I would get these images sometimes. It's like surfing, like a radio station when you do that scanning, and just comes, and then I'll have to pick one right away.
Right.
I just came out. I just had to tell her, and I felt like I had to tell her, and it was on my business. I said, how long has he been hitting you? And she, boom, went nuts. I just had to tell her. I said, hey, look, this is none of my business. This is whatever path you want to take. If you choose to do that, stay with them. This is a dangerous path you're choosing. I can't tell you what to do, but you are right now playing with fire with this guy.
Now, a lot of people don't understand the free will thing. You know, you and I had this discussion about I'm a magnet for psychics, tarot card readers, you know, you name it. I can be walking down the street and they'll be on the other side and they come and go, "Hey, Esther, Michael, come here. I'm going to tell you something." Yeah. And so free will is something that you can have a reading, a tarot, a spread, and you can feel certain things, but we as people who are getting this reading or seeing the spread can completely fuck it up through free will, correct?
Yeah. That's why it's kind of it's really tricky when you read cards for people, because sometimes you have to be I have to be quite tactful in a way where I can't just be like, "You're going to be rich and then you're going to have a car bedazzled with 1 carat diamonds."
Right.
You know, your husband will be Alibaba or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm. And most people, I mean, for instance, okay, somebody just put this right here. Here's something. Okay, I'm going to put this up because I just found this out about you last week when we was doing a conversation. Someone said your favorite tarot decks, and I last week you and I were talking, and you basically said, "I have my own. I created them."
Oh yeah, I created. I'm still in the process of creating my own.
Show everybody what you're doing. It's so amazing.
So when I was younger, I used to be a manga artist because, you know, some of us, I'm a little geek. I'm a geek at heart. I loved anime and all that stuff when I was a kid. So I was making one out of chibi art. So like, for example, this is the full card. If you can see it, there we go.
There it is. That's the full card.
Yeah. I just got bored and I started doing it. Where did my other one go? Oh yeah, here's Lord have mercy. The 2 of Cups.
Flip it, just to turn it a little bit. No, this way. There it is. Perfect. 2 of Cups. That is so cool.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's because it brings back the child in me, and what better way to read somebody is when you have that innocence and that purity and that love emanating that you can just, for me, when I'm in that zone, I read better.
Right.
So when I see these, I go, "Oh, okay."
That's so funny. Debbie Tatel, Debbie Tatel was asking me something about, I forget where. Okay, there's so many. There's a lot of comments going up right now. I'm trying to get up. I'm getting whiplash. It's like, you know, I haven't taken my Prevagen this morning, people. So
when I see you doing this, you're just reading the comments.
I know. Well, someone said, "What a cute deck of cards. God bless them."
Oh, thank you.
Debbie, you were asking something about Debbie. Let's see. Georgina said guidance. Okay, so she read guidance. What I'm trying to figure out what she's saying by guidance. Were we just talking about
if you want guidance as in tarot reading or just in general? I mean,
yeah, Georgina, do you want a reading? Because I'm going to give all that information to get a hold of Adyrius later. So you'll be able to like have a reading and do this whole fun thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, and this is something right out of there. What's his read on Johnny Depp? Now, when people ask you questions like that, okay, I mean, you don't like instantly have like this psychic thing on people, right?
No.
Unless you actually have a spread on them or you're focused, right?
Yeah, I would have to be focused or have a spread on them. Yeah, that could be tricky. I mean, guidance on relationships.
No. We'll come back to this. I accidentally threw that up there. Debbie I was trying to figure out what Debbie Tatel wanted, and she wanted to know something about her relationship, and that's why I'm trying to go.
Oh,
I know, but back to the whole thing.
I don't know. I never really tried that or not, because I'm one of those like, you know, keep that hidden. Don't tell anybody unless you feel you should do it, you know?
Right.
And then it was just word of mouth. People would come and go, "Hey, I hear you read your tarot card. You're for, yeah. I need a reading. What's going on? I'll do this." I'm old fashioned, like, you know, Cleo, call me now. Only I don't have the commercial. But that'd be a great commercial. Bring it back 80s style as an ad.
Well, if we had an OnlyFans, we'd go bring it back doggy style.
I know. And I'd be brooding like, "Call me."
I know. Let's see. How did Adyrius get such an unusual name, and what does it mean? I'm
an Aquarius, Leo rising, Taurus moon. So I incorporated it all in a name.
Right. So
that's why I did it. I affiliate more with my Leo side, though.
Well, we both have Leo rising.
Yeah.
last week we were having.
We get along so much.
I know.
We're
But
like two kittens purring and enjoying our milk.
Oh, listen to this. Sarah says, look at this. She goes, love listening to you. Thanks for the live entertainment and information. Oh, we're going to have lots of information, folks. You just wait. But you know, it's like when somebody will just, I mean, you see these people like, what is it? The Long Island medium, you know, with the Karen hair. And she's like, you know, there's people that can all of a sudden just, they ask a question and they can immediately pick up on stuff, whether it's a celebrity or not. Now, do you have that? Do you have that gift? I don't say ability. I say gift. Do you have that gift to, like, for instance, there's people here really wanting to, you know, they're asking me questions.
Yeah.
Like, can you pick up on things sometimes if they fly through? Do you sometimes, you know, have that?
Okay. Well, first of all, everybody has it. They just got to learn how to tap into it.
Get the fuck out.
You can do. Yeah. There we go again. And you're always, you want me to come and now you want me to go. Oh, that sounds like my last night with Timothy. But it really just depends. Sometimes I would get a picture here and there that I've tapped into it. And I'll tell you this, I had a past with it when I was younger that terrified me a lot. That made me shut it down.
Well, can you elaborate or no?
Yeah, I can elaborate. As a child, I guess, like, my parents got a brand new house, but when we moved in, there was something there already.
A spirit?
Yeah, something there. There was just like, yeah, it was an inhuman one. And I knew it, and I told my mom, there's something going on with this house. It's odd. She's like, well, it's a brand new home. I was like, no, there's something. It must, like, there must have been something here before this house was built.
On that land?
Yeah.
Like in Poltergeist, where they built the house on top of the graveyard.
You left the bodies, but you moved the headstones.
Oh, shit.
Don't go swimming. The old man's in there again. God is in his holy temple.
So this is, did you ever figure out, so this entity, what happened?
It came to me first. It was oppressing me for a while, and it would
did you see it?
Oh yeah, I saw it clearly. It just, but I didn't see what it was, but it deceived me and appeared to me as my mom. Yeah. And I knew it wasn't my mom because it didn't feel like her. And
your mom's alive?
Oh yeah, she's alive.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yeah. She's well alive. The thing was, she came to me as my mom in her nightgown, and I was like, okay, she wasn't wearing a burgundy nightgown that night. And then it was just her walking towards me.
I get it now. So it was almost like you were awake, and they came as your mother into your bedroom.
Yeah, I thought it was my mom, and I asked her if I said, hey, if you're up, can you get me a glass of water? But then I looked closely. When there was a little bit of light hitting her head, there was no face. It was just dark.
Right.
And I knew something was up. I was terrified. I prayed, and it just vanished, dissipated. And then I told my mom, Mom, were you up last night playing magic tricks on me?
Go ahead.
And I noticed she had white pajamas and not a burgundy nightgown.
Interesting.
And I said, were you up last night? And she's like, no, I wasn't. And I told her exactly what happened. And then she said, no, you were probably half asleep. The next night, my brother saw a clown. Then my dad saw a black cat walk down the hall. And then my mom had enough, bless the house. And then it pissed it off.
Okay.
Long, kept going.
No. Okay. So, does the whole family have the gift? You said your mother?
It's in my mom's side and in my dad's side, yeah. And it's on my nephew has it, and it's interesting to watch him go through it because I never saw it as a kid. I mean, of course I wouldn't see it as a kid, but I never saw it on another child. And my dad would show him pictures of my grandparents. And he would know exactly how they all would die, and he would say it. Wow. The little boy, and he was like 2 when he was doing that. And I said, okay, this kid's going to be some.
Interesting. Somebody just said your energy hints at Clark Gable.
Oh.
About you.
Wow.
Frank Scarlett, he doesn't give a damn.
Oh, my dear. What did he say?
He said, hold on, let me go back up here. let me see. Where was it? You know, I'm a one-person show here. She says, your energy hints at Clark Gable. And then somebody wrote, Ziegfeld, yes, he has a vintage male look, a very powerful face, talking about you.
Oh, why, thank you, Bobby.
Yeah.
I like that. I like being powerful.
Yes, he does.
Well, who doesn't like to be powerful? Come on.
That's true. Donald Trump. No kidding.
Well, he don't know how to use his power.
I know, but I don't want to get it. I don't want to get into the
Don't get into that.
I don't want to get into the politics and stuff. But so your family all has the gift. Now, I
Yeah,
think we were having this discussion last week, and you were saying your mom helped you understand.
Then my grandma helped me understand. My grandma a lot more because, like, my
really?
mom, they were all very, I guess, new agey Catholic, but very new agey in a Catholic way. Crossed over to Seventh-day Adventist. So my mom was very like, "That's the devil. Be careful. Don't." I love how I make my mom sound like she's somewhere from Minnesota or something. When she's really Latina, she goes, "That is the devil." Do not. She was very Sofia Vergara.
Oh,
this is the devil. You cannot mess with the devil. Blah, blah, blah. And of course, my grandma's like, "Yes, you cannot." And then she'd come to take me to the room. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. This is how you make a cocktail. This is, you know. So she was pretty cool. She was like my Auntie Mame almost.
Really?
Yeah, my grandma was the fucking best.
Oh my gosh! And do you feel her still?
Oh yeah, she makes her appearances. She has a famous singer, a Spanish singer when I was a kid, called oh my god,
Celia Cruz.
No, not Celia. She likes Celia. Oh my god, she's from Spain. I was about to say her name, and then my brain laid the biggest fart, and now I can't.
It's okay. At my age, it happens constantly.
Right?
But so that's so cool. So your grandma helped you. Your
Yeah,
mother
she helped me. She helped me a lot because I was like, I go, "Grandma, the Bible doesn't, you don't put a white candle with leaves and pennies in a bowl of water. That's not in the religion." She goes, "Shh, I do it my way." I was like, "All right, fine." So I learned from her, and she knew I was like, she'd always go, "This one is this one,"
That Bobby's like that. She got a weird chill when you said it. You're an old soul. Well, you are.
Yeah. And thanks to the spiritual Botox, I look 20.
See, I don't know if you read my Facebook earlier, but I put up this big thing that I stopped Botox a year ago.
What?
Because I started getting Kenny Rogers eyes. You ever seen Kenny Rogers eyes before he freaking died? They had so much Botox that like, what happens is if you get the Botox,
felines,
and if you do it here, it makes your eyes smaller. So you're like this, and instead of just doing your forehead. So what happens is if you'll go on my Facebook page later, but I was like, one of my friends said, "Michael, you're starting to look like Kenny Rogers." And I'm like, "You got to know when to fold them." And I said, "Fuck that." I swear to God. So I just last year during the pandemic, I said, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop and see what happens. Yes, there are wrinkles on my. I look like a Rand McNally fucking roadmap.
You look amazing. What are you talking about?
But what I'm saying is, my eyes came back. They weren't squinty.
Yeah.
Just talking about the Botox. You don't. Do you use Botox?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Then what the fuck did you say we're going to need Botox?
Darling, I'm beige. Beige don't age.
Oh, I forget your Spanish upbringing there. Your DNA. So,
yes.
Steve Rogers' eyes. Somebody's just laughing. Okay. So when did you? Okay, this is what happened because I moved away from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And then this is how I found out what you were doing. We went to see a mutual friend of ours, Tosh, and I had gone over to his house, and he says, "Oh my God, Adyr's coming over later, and he wants to read you." And I'm like, I haven't pissed him off. Why is he going to read me? And he goes, "No, he wants to do a tarot reading." I go, "What?" And he goes, "Yes." And I had no idea that this was something that you did. And so, leading to my next question is, when did you decide to all of a sudden use your gift and start doing this to help people, to share what you have?
The moment I realized I can pay my rent.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. No.
But I mean, but it does help.
It was about, I just had a calling. I put the cards away for a while, for a few years. And I listen to whatever my goddess tells me.
Right.
Whatever she says, hey, do this, then I'll do it. You know, as long as the answers come, for example, as long as I put my 2 cents in, I do the work, then I turn it over to her, and it's whatever happens, happens. Right. And I don't know, I was just walking down the street and I was really, I guess, on a low frequency. And then I heard this voice, you know, just say, it's time to pick up your cards. But not like that. It was just like, it's time to pick up your cards. Like whispery. I said, all right, fine. And then if I find a place, I turn to my right. Out of nowhere, there was a shop called House of Intuition. Literally, after I
really?
Yeah. I was like, well, there she was.
Right.
I didn't buy the cards though that day because I was like, $50. Oh my God. I got on Wish and I got it for $2.
Right. Well, can you buy somebody else's cards? Have you ever?
Yeah. I'm not superstitious with tarot cards. It's just paper. They guide you. They're just a channel between you and your higher self. Really? It's paper, yeah. People go, these cards are like, and you go, nah, I mean, if they were so holy and sacred, why are we folding them and bending them and let people mess with them? You just, whatever.
There are people that get really, really freaky about their tarot cards. Don't touch them.
Oh yeah. I know people like that. Yeah. I've even had people after I read them, they go, I need you to bless these cards now because it has my energy in it. And I know you're going to steal my life force. I go, what? Sure. I'll show you how I do it. And I would make up this stupid ceremony. I get the cornflakes and I throw them on the table and then I sing Kumbaya or something stupid. One time I put Britney Spears' picture. She is the one that cleanses everything.
Britney.
And they wouldn't believe it. I'm like, dude, relax.
Britney. Britney does it all.
Okay. She's the gay mother. Britney.
Ziegfeld says, do you do psychometry? What the hell is that?
I don't do psychometry.
What is psychometry?
That
brain fart on that.
I'm having a brain fart too, but I know I don't do it because I don't really know it too well.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not like,
right.
You know, actually, let me tell you about the P in psychometry. No, it's just like.
But let's see. So mom, grandma, the whole family is like the Brady Bunch of spiritualists here. Now, growing up, okay, here's a question, because I know many young Latin men, Spanish men. Yes, there's a difference between Latin and Spanish. I've been told that many times. But were you brought up in the Catholic Church? Catholic religion?
No, I was brought up in a Seventh-day Adventist house. They kind of crossed over into SDA, which is a lot more strict. And I hated it because Sunset Friday to Sunset Saturday, it's kind of like Shabbat.
Yeah, Shabbat.
Yeah. So it was no TV, no this, no that. And you being a kid sitting there looking at the ceiling. You can't even look at the ceiling because you're thinking dirty thoughts. I was like, shit.
You can do that. He goes, Sigville says, I think you do it. You just don't realize it when you touch people's items and you pick up vibes or energy.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess there it is.
I don't know.
I should learn that term. I mean.
There you go.
It's so scientific.
You're learning from me. You're learning from the
I'm learning from people. Ding, 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 ding. Remember that song? I have like, now you know.
Right. That's so great. So we so you decided you started this, like what is it, in the last 3 years, last 2 years? What is it?
I picked him up again about a year and a half ago, to be honest.
So
it's like a muscle. It comes back quickly. And when I picked it up, it was like, oh, I remember this feeling. I remember seeing this. I remember seeing that. So then what I did was the first 6 months, I was like free tarot readings, posting it, just to fine tune that muscle again. And I tell my friends, come over. I do daily readings. Like, what's the energy for the day today? And
you do that?
Oh yeah, every day.
What's the energy for today?
You know what? Let me see. I didn't do it. I didn't do it this morning because
you were coming on my show and you said,
I was coming on the show.
I'll save it for the old Jew. Here we go.
Let's hear this. What is the energy of the day? What is the there she is. Oh,
what is it? The energy. Hold on.
2 cards came out, which is kind of nice. Now, a lot of people get scared of the devil. It's not a bad card.
What is that now?
It's the devil and the Hierophant. Look at this. You got the Pope and the devil that just flew out of my deck at the same time. Okay. The Hierophant. Yeah, look at this.
So how would you interpret that?
Rules and carnal pleasures. That's as simple as that is. This represents, huh?
And that's for the day. That's just a general for the day.
Yeah. So if I got these 2 for the day, I'd be like, okay, well, I just focus on what I believe in and what I have faith in.
Right.
And be aware of what triggers me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to just seek balance in that, because this is like represents addiction, codependency, carnal pleasures. It's not like the devil's after you. No, it's there's a meaning to it. It's like basically these people are chained, but they're not locked up to it. They can take the chain off and walk away.
Right.
So it's kind of basically carnal pleasures, what I have faith in, what I believe in.
So you can so you can go on Match.com for your carnal pleasure.
I know, right?
Or Grindr or Tinder, and then
go to the gym, which is my church.
Right.
And then I get on Grindr there.
2 step is over, my life will change.
Exactly. And then once I get my answer,
that's funny.
I'll go get some ice cream at Salt and Spoon.
Now death cards represent new life too, somebody says. Is that true?
Death represents change. Yeah.
It's not like in all the movies, they show the gypsy, you have the death card.
Yeah. And there's no bad card in the tarot deck. It's what you think it interprets to you. Like some people would say the 3 of Hearts, which is like pain, heartache. It's basically a heart with 3 swords going through it.
Right.
Oh, pain, heartache, and it's being rained on to be more depressing. But if you look at it, it's basically saying, okay, yeah, you're going through it, but the rain's going to wash it away. And it's up to you to just step in and clear, heal.
Right.
There's the Tower card where it's like this tower getting struck by lightning and people falling. It's not as scary as it looks. It actually means, surfacing of some things that will have to change or put in a big jolt into the foundation of your soul.
So see, what you're going to have to do, listen to Grandma here. So what you should do, because for everybody out there, I've been helping AdyriusLeo get his stuff together here, kind of give him a primer. It's the old fart trying to show the young fart what to do.
Yeah.
And you should do this. You should, like in the mornings, just turn on your camera and go, "Hi, everybody. This is Adyrius. And today we're going to find out what the feeling is." And shuffle the cards, do it, bam, 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 and throw it on YouTube.
I should.
So
I'm going to start doing that because I'm trying to cross over into the new medium because.
Right. And for people that are tuning in, we just got your YouTube site. You don't have anything. Well, we removed some of the content because it wasn't working, but there it is. So that if you want to join the YouTube site, I just put the link up there, and you can subscribe to AdyriusLeo's YouTube account, and you can message him from there. And what was the other one? Did we create a new Instagram for you?
Oh, not yet. I'm going to start an Instagram for that because my other one is just basically things that I do throughout the day, or
right.
Because I'm also a personal trainer during the week.
And you also work with horses.
I used to. That's when I took my break from everything. I said I met this guy who I began to date, but past tense now.
Right.
So dated. But when we were dating, he's a horse trainer. So I said, hey, I'll groom your horses. Teach me how to ride. So I was a groomsman for a while. Yeah. And it was a freaking amazing experience. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's somebody just put some crazy message here. I'm trying to figure this one out. You just never know. My servants will rage curses, wars, and confusions to all. Oh, it's from the wrath of God. Just tuned into our channel.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just what? Okay.
My servants. Who would your servants be? That's what I don't understand. My servants. Okay, wait. Shouldn't you be the one serving God? Not God serving you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't understand sometimes.
Right.
I don't judge religions because it's you know,
No, you can't.
Christianity is a beautiful religion. I mean, every religion has its, you know, it's all beautiful. It all leads to the same source in the end.
It does. And ultimately we all worship a supreme being.
Yeah.
Or God or whatever. It's just humans decided to come in and go, well, we're going to have different rules on this religion and different rules on that religion. And it makes me crazy because all the wars in the world have started over what?
Dogma. Religious dogma and greed.
Right. And you just want to it just makes a person crazy. So we're going to I can't resist. Always a groomsman, never the groom. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where that came from, Ziegfeld.
That is true. The groomsman has more of the freedom. The groom can't.
That's true. I don't know what happened to Debbie.
I would be the groomsman. I'd be like, well, you're going getting married and settling down. I'm going to go to the bathroom and take in one of the other ones.
Right. Debbie Tatel, did you leave? I know you had asked something, and I was going to bring it up.
There we go.
She'll be back. Debbie, click on if you're still in the room. And I'll see. There's just so many going up and down here because you don't see all I see.
I see certain ones. I would love to see that.
Oh, it goes up. It's like 100 miles an hour going up here.
Look at you. You're telling me you're the old fart, but you know more about this technology than I do. I'm like, double clip?
I had to learn how to do it. You know, I had to figure it out myself to make things work. So people can get a hold of you. We're not going to discuss prices or anything like that. They can do that when they contact you. So right now, what's the best way to contact you? Like I said, I put up the link, and then what'll happen, Adyr, is once we finish the show, I will go in and re-edit the information on this show. Right. And then so everybody listening, you'll give me besides the your YouTube channel, which I'll put up, how you want them to contact you. And you don't want to give me your cell phone number. You'll end up getting, crazy.
Yeah. I've already had my incidences with those people already. You can, Facebook me or Instagram me on my standard before I go to the other one. Mm-hmm. And shall I say the name of my Instagram also?
Sure, go ahead.
It's Adyr Villa. That's ADYRVILLA.
I don't know if are you on your computer or?
Yeah, I'm on my computer right now.
You could type it into the comments and then.
I can.
I think.
Look at me. I told you. I gotta
type it there, and then what I'll do is I'll copy paste it and throw it in, and it'll go to all the different platforms that we're broadcasting to.
So how do I type it?
Well, with the keyboard.
Oh wait, I gotta take off the full screen. There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
So if you type
I still use quid and parchment paper for my life when I journal.
That's my birth certificate's on that. No, I think my birth certificate is on a cave wall somewhere in Wisconsin. But if you type
God.
So if you type that in, let me know when you type it in. Oh, that's right. He's not a computer person. Okay, whatever.
Facebook.com.
We're waiting.
Lord have mercy. There we go. I sent 2 of them to you.
Okay, where the hell is it? It hasn't come in yet. Where is it? There it is, Bobby. Does Adyr ever get anything on murder cases?
I have never tried it, but I have gotten some suicides. Really? I've had readings where this guy was like, I'm worried about my friend if he's okay. I was like, yeah, sure. Can you do a reading on him? And I would say, okay, well, think about him. As you hold the deck, put the deck against your heart because that's where you feel love towards him. And then right when I picked it up, it was like hanging. I'm like, contact his parents, please.
Really?
Yeah, I think it already happened, but he didn't know yet. And then he just found out and he was like, holy shit. I was like, I think he's sleeping for a long, 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 long,
And you
long.
picked it, and you picked it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just saw a picture of what I saw was, it wasn't even the cards I needed to. I just grabbed and I saw a knife. He didn't slit his wrist though. I saw a knife, a bed, and then I just heard a voice that's just saying hanging.
Wow.
He's like, call his mom.
Oh,
do you know his mom? I don't know. We'll find out where she's at, or look through his Facebook.
Wow. That is so crazy. Okay, here we go. Since I got you on here,
it would be fun though to do murder cases. Somebody like the detectives come to me and go, I would like you to find out. And I would totally be down for it. That would be an interesting, fun thing to do.
Oh, there was a woman in my life. She passed away in 2004. Her name was Bette Peters. Her real name was Carmen. But she was an incredible psychic medium, and she worked with the Chicago Police Department, working with murders and stuff. And she helped solve cases for these people.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Do you know Sloan? Do you know my friend Sloan Bella?
We got on her YouTube. It's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll have to connect you to.
I would love to.
Sloan is one of my dear friends, and she's amazing. But she has worked with different private detectives and people working with murders and missing people and stuff like that. And she was on my show, and I found some of the stuff that she had done, and I was like, get out of here, because it's real. It's real stuff, and it works.
And you know, it's something you can't really explain. Any medium or anyone who has enough knowledge of their gift or is aware of it and practices it, it's something you just can't explain. You can't just be like, for example, my ex.
Okay.
I had this awful dream. And I don't even know if it was a dream, because during that point of my life, I was doing a lot of astral projection. Practicing that. So you got to take that with a grain of salt, because sometimes it could just be an extremely lucid dream, or you're actually in some other realm.
Right.
I saw him holding hands with this guy, and I knew his name. I was like, why are you talking to Brian? And then I saw him in the morning. I said, I had this awful dream that you were with some guy named Brian.
Wow.
Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, bleep, blop. 5 months later, 6 months later, they're chatting.
Wow.
The weirdest thing, but it was just a warning, like a red flag. Like my guides were telling me, hey, could be happening. Just get ready. But
it was not a good thing? Or it was?
It was as painful as it was. It brought me back to, what I'm doing now. It opened up doors to places that I never thought I would be at. Gotcha. It raised my frequency.
Right.
Yeah.
Bobby, you're intriguing me, Bobby, because I'm reading this. She says, I think that's what Adyr will do as a psychic is murder cases.
Oh, that would be fun. I mean, I would work with demonologists on occasions, or sometimes I would have friends who are real estate agents, and they're like, hey, can you come in and check what's going on with this house? Because there's this haunting clause in the real estate world for a house.
I heard about that. Amityville Horror and The Exorcist.
That's right. Don't forget the other one with Ellen and Lorraine Warren. I forgot the names. Look at this.
Right.
I think in Spanish. So sometimes I go, the one show with the lady who have sight to see the people who kill, but they come back as demonios.
Did you love? Okay. I love the documentary on Walter Mercado. Was he like incredible?
He was so inspiring to me as a kid. Okay, I'll just tell you this. In the Latino community, it is the funniest thing to see. It is such an oxymoron, because I remember being a kid and they'd be like, don't act gay. Stop acting like a woman. Act like a man. Shut up, everybody. Walter Mercado-san. He is my hero. Everybody turn the lights off. Put on the candles. Pray to your cross and see what he has to say about the Virgo. And he looked like my grandma, literally like my grandma. And I used to be like, why is my grandma on TV at the same time as being in the living room?
Right.
And she would be like, don't tell, that's not me. That's a maricon, which is kind of like,
oh, I know.
I'm sorry for saying that word, everyone. It's
But you're
all in
explaining something.
It was just from experience. But yeah, and I didn't understand that, but I just thought it was hilarious. It was so very not gay friendly, but when it came to Walter, they were like,
he's a hero. It's like Liberace.
yeah.
You know, all these women thought Liberace's the greatest. He's so handsome. I'm like, lady, he ain't interested in you.
Funny gays.
Or your youngest son. You know, he's not. It ain't happening. And I'm not a psychic, and I can predict that.
Oh my God, yeah. I would always laugh. I would make fun of my grandma because like they would be on, or my family, like they would be watching Walter Mercado. Conjuring, thank you, Firebird. Yes, The Conjuring. But they would watch it and they'd be like, he would be like, Aquarius, it is the time for you to get a suitcase with his hands and woo.
Right.
And I would be quiet and I'm like, what was that sound? She goes, what sound? I'm like, the sound of what? Did you just shit your pants? Yeah. Every time you go, everyone when they go, oh, hey, oh, the Latin gasp, we used to call it the shit panning sound. I like the shit. That word, pant shitting sound.
Pant shitting sound.
But they always do that. So
I love his accent. It's like a Valentino, yet not Clark Gable. It's Valentino.
Why, thank you. I can be Valentino.
Rico.
I did a shoot. Did I ever show you that one? They did Iconic People of Hollywood and they made me Rodolphe Valentino, I think.
The mausoleum, the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, where he's in the mausoleum there.
I should go invest. I should go there and like see if I can get anything off of that.
Did you? Yeah, his mom. If you go, he's in one of the mausoleum things you can walk into.
Yeah,
it's right. They're like they're Douglas Fairbanks. Well, cemetery. Yeah.
I just think I'm gonna go in like with my alternative little grungy look and then pick up on all this energy and leave with a scarf, big sunglasses, and a purse, looking like the old Navy lady. Sorry, there were too many starlets. They inspired me.
Let me ask you a question. I mean, this is something I'm sure other people. So, do you ever go hang out at cemeteries?
I used to, but then I think when I used to go when I wasn't as tapped as I am now.
Right.
I would go now. I mean, I go when I'm tapped. I mean, it's just it drains me.
Right.
It's a draining experience. And it's not from the people who've crossed over. I think sometimes even human beings as we're living, we leave residue.
Right.
Wherever we go.
Right.
And there's a lot of some, residue. I mean, no one's going to be happy going to a cemetery when someone they collected this huge life insurance policy.
Right. They do that. Another psychic friend of mine is a friend named Louis Maybe. And when Louis, I love this name, Maybe.
It's a great name. Maybe.
That's his real name. Louis
Maybe?
Yeah. Mabee. Louis Maybe.
Louis Maybe.
He lives in Toronto. And when he would come to visit me in Los Angeles, we would go to Merrick's Tex-Mex. And after a couple of margaritas, he started when he drinks, he starts picking up shit all over the place. And we'll be like sitting there munching away on guacamole, and he goes, "Oh, that guy's talking." It was amazing. Does that happen to you if you are drinking or whatever? Have a little vape here and there, a little an edible or something?
Yeah. I do this because it releases a lot of the stuff that I get sometimes.
Is that vaping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I know it's bad. People.
It is. You don't want to have holes in your lungs.
Please judge me. I love being judged. That means I'm popular. Please. Yeah. I had a friend of mine used to call me Sticky Stackhouse. I don't know if you know what Sticky Stackhouse is from True Blood. She was like this girl who was telepathic and could read minds.
Right.
But I wouldn't say I would read minds. I would just get these messages. And my friend's like, what's wrong? You were happy for a minute. And I was like, the guy next to me is doing this and this, and it's bothering me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Bluebell?
Hey, Bluebell. From the UK. Gosh, gotta love it. Oh, hi, Bluebell. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Sometimes I hit the wrong thing. They say hi to each other during the chat room. And for some reason, that didn't come through, and that's really bugging the hell out of me. When you typed your thing in, did you type it into the right room, I hope?
I typed it into private chat. Yeah.
Oh,
Look, I can see the
Hold on.
comments now.
Hold on. Let me go to private chat. There. I'm sitting there going, where the hell is it?
Okay, now how do I type it in on a public one?
Don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of it here.
Okay.
I'm going to go. Okay, right now, this is your Facebook for AdyriusLeo. Let me go back over here because I kept going, where the hell is this? And then I'm going to give you his Adyrius's private chat. Go back to comments.
Yeah, I warn y'all,
and this
just
is
started it, so you gotta be patient with me, and I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be starting videos most likely Wednesday. I'm gonna post my first one.
And there is your Instagrams.
Hell yeah.
So what you don't see is when I post it, it goes to the Paul Lynde page, the Michael Arrington page, the Esther page, the Twitch.
You were amazing as Paul Lynde. You know that when I saw your performance, by the way.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't know. There's some weird, unusual things happening in my life. And I could talk about it right now because maybe you might be able to pick something up on it. And it just happened in the last 48 hours. Maybe I'm wrong to do this, but I'm gonna bring. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna bring it up anyway. Okay. So when I came to Las Vegas 6 years ago, I was brought to Las Vegas to work at this theater, and it was called the Tommy Wynn Theater at the time, right?
Yeah.
And so these crazy German Ponzi people who I had no idea were doing a Ponzi scheme and using me to make money off of, wanted me to bring my Esther show and the Paul Lynde show to Las Vegas to this theater.
Yeah.
And so I just knew I was supposed to leave Los Angeles and come here. And I did. And I found this beautiful home that I've been in for 6 years. Life is great. I got here, and that's when I found out the theater didn't work out. The Germans were crooks. But I ended up meeting people in this building. The building that I live in has blessed me since I got here. Every job I've gotten in Vegas, from Caesars to the SLS, the Sahara across the street, is because of people in this building.
Yeah.
So my friend called me last week and said, Michael, you've got to come to this club that we're opening up. It's the first LGBTQ club on the Strip. There's never been one on the Strip. They're all in the Fruit Loop in the gay section. So I said, okay, I'll go Saturday night. This is all leading back to 6 years ago. So people that know me know the trials and tribulations I went through with that theater and what have you. So I go to this club Saturday night, right? I see my friend Joel, and then we're talking. I said, yeah, the room is nice. This could be, he goes, well, maybe Esther could do her show here. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice. It needs to have lights, sound system. You need to spend a couple of bucks. And he goes, well, here, I want you to meet the owner, one of the owners. And I said, cool. So the guy comes over to me and he introduces himself. And he goes, oh my God, you're great. I've seen your stuff. And blah, 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 blah. And he says, we have 3 other properties. And I said, oh. And I said, well, this needs some work. It's nice. It has potential. I said, what are the other places? He goes, well, the Mosaic down the street. I go, what? The Mosaic?
Church?
Wait a minute. No, I go, that used to be the Tommy Wynn Theater. And he goes, yeah, we own it now. And I was like, wait a minute. That's the theater that brought me here 6 years ago. And you're telling me you own it now. And they bought it, I guess, in 2019. I had no idea. And of course, I hate working with the casinos here because they're all a bunch of crooks.
Yeah.
So they want to talk to me about possibly doing my shows at this theater that they own, that I originally came here 6 years ago to work at and never did. It's just crazy. Just crazy.
That was a ding. I take that to heart because you got a ding when I heard that.
What does that mean?
Sometimes when I hear and I'm listening, it's like if I'm doing a reading and there's a ding, that means, spirit's agreeing. It's reminding you, yep. So that's an important thing for you. The six years, the theater, the guy.
I know. And his name is Adam. That's the man. And I guess he and his father, and they bought these properties. And it was just oh my God, because, I kept going, am I done with the strip after what happened a couple of years ago? I mean, I'm building the YouTube and the social media, but I miss,
You're doing a great job.
huh?
You're doing a great job with YouTube. I like it.
But oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it. But this guy was saying maybe we could do live streaming and stuff like that. But it's an incredible. I'll send when we're done here. I'll send you the stuff. So you got a good ding on that. I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've opened my deck actually. By the way, when you mentioned him, and then it was pretty good. You got 3 spread. 3 cards came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Emperor.
The Emperor.
Well, this deck is like a funny deck.
Right.
It has captions on it. Like he says, respect my authority, but his name is Daddy. Like the candy behind you. That's right.
Behind me. That is trippy. Okay, go ahead.
This Daddy is going to give you the Star card, which is a great card to have, which is after the tower and all that shit happened. She's just naked. She lost everything. And she's just like, we going to make this happen. We going to make my dreams come true. And then you got, and what is she saying? Tits out, bishy. You about to be famous. That's what she says right at the top.
Oh my God.
And then you got, and then the final card is the 10 of Pentacles, which is a good cash cow card to get. Now, I'm not telling you you're going to be all this money and rich and stuff. It depends on the choices you make to, get the titties that he wants. I love that the old man's thinking about titties in this.
Mm-hmm. The titties over there.
Look at this dirty old man. Goes back to Daddy. Look at Daddy wants it.
You can't make this shit up. That is too funny. So, those just came up.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've gone full circle. Yeah.
Nope. Somebody just wrote that as you said it. We've gone full circle.
Yeah.
And and that goes back to something that we can help other people with: free will.
Yeah. Now, sometimes like this is just this is just basically a suggestion or a little nudge, a spiritual nudge. I can't tell you, well, this person's gonna do this and he's gonna do that. I can say, okay, this person, if it's him, authoritative, the Daddy card, the Emperor card, he's got his kingdom unchecked, could be very confident type of person. That's like, okay, and can help build your confidence. Because it goes into the Star card, which is like basically having fun, butt naked, out in an open field, giving water to people. That's confidence.
Yes.
You don't give a shit. It's like, yeah, this is my titty. The left one snags a little bit lower to the right, but that's okay. Here's your latte.
Right.
Interesting. You're confident and you don't care, and people love that. And it's it's gonna go full circle back to the 10 of Pentacles. Look what he's doing. He's looking at the fruits of his labor and enjoying it, relaxing, and just saying, I did it. This is the final stretch of your Pentacles, which is basically food, money, home, roof, job. This is all the superficial things that, and you got the 10.
By the way, my friend Virginia Pursley is a tarot reader, incredible tarot reader. And I was telling her about you, and she said the two of you should get together and read each other's spreads, do a spread for each other, because she also has the same gift as you, which is an incredible sense of humor. She's a witch as well, but she has an incredible She's an incredible sense. She's funny, but it's so funny what you're saying, because she told me the other night, this whole thing happened. They've been around and experienced what happened in the past 6 years. And she said, I keep telling you, the spirits show me. She goes, this is awesome. She goes, this is it. She goes, the spirits keep showing me the same fucking image. It's you on your balcony holding your dog, looking down, going, we did it. And I was like, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indead. Yeah. Yes.
You're probably looking at the titties going, why did she get them done so big?
I know.
They don't even look real.
I wish I didn't know we were going to talk about tits, because I have these fake tits in the back. That's made me laugh. So there you go, everybody. Do you just love AdryiusLeo? I am just, what can I say? Applause. Applause.
Where's it coming from, darling? That's my ringtone.
I know. I know. So once again, they're going to be able to get a hold of you on the YouTube, because you're going to start doing this just like you just did with me. You need to get your ass on YouTube and do the things in the morning, because I think everybody can agree with me. Adyrius has such an incredible sense of humor, and you have such, I think there's just a positivity that oozes out of you. And I'm not even psychic, but you have, I don't know.
You too. It takes one to know one. I agree. Like, ever since I first met you, I was like, okay, this Michael, and you've been with me through all my hardships. We talking on the phone.
I remember you coming back from Hong Kong.
Oh, good old Hong Kong.
All that stuff. That 17 fucking years. There's not too many people that you have in your life that last that long and you're still speaking.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's very true. But like, people are like leaves, you know, you just, and eventually they evolve the twigs or move down to the roots of the tree of your life. It just really depends on what you want out of it.
That's what someone said. That's what friends are for good times, the bad times. La 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 la.
Oh, Dion, I love her.
I do too. But I mean, no, I want everybody. If you're watching this, you're listening to it, or you're seeing it later on after the live broadcast, get a hold of AdryiusLeo. He's fabulous. He will help you. He will give you insight.
I dropped my tarot cards, so I'm like bending over to pick them up.
And I picked out the wrong music. I'm going, what the fuck did I just put up?
What did you put on? Bellamy?
Oh, so okay, hold on. Somebody just, I know. First, Adyr must go to see Valentina's grave. Then he will start his journey. I can see him as a psychic detective.
Really?
That's what she just wrote. Look at that, Bobby Basha from the private investigator from Texas. Esther, you are.
How do you know this, Bobby? Are you psychic too?
Hey, Bobby, are you psychic? You must be, because she was once saying she needs help with her. She's always looking for people to help her with a private investigator. Okay, so
I'm definitely do that. It's kind of intimidating, though. Imagine, what if I get the wrong answer, and like Sylvia Brown, remember? I think she's dead. That's Wada, and then they find the girl.
Well,
alive.
People do.
Yeah,
we all make mistakes. We're not perfect. You know, it's true.
I'm perfect.
Adyr, I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
We're on an hour and 7 minutes. Usually we only do like 45 to 50.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, because we get along so well, we have good banter. I love this.
Thank you for that little reading. That was like, I needed a little affirmation today. You know?
You got affirmed.
So everybody, check the YouTube column in the video, and you'll be able to get a hold of him and add him on Instagram and YouTube and all kinds of cool things. This is Esther Goldberg and my fabulous guest, Adyr. Don't hang up. When we click, we'll talk some more.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, love you all. Spread the news.
Yes, do.